So, Warframe fans are going crazy again. And honestly, I get it. Every time a new heirloom drops, the whole community lights up. People argue, people celebrate, and everyone wants the next one right now. Tell me what heirloom you want next, and if you're vibing with the video, press like and subscribe. Super simple, super helpful. Let's rewind for a second and see how we got here. The story starts with Mag and Frost. Those two were the first heirloom skins ever. No one knew what an heirloom really meant at the time. We just saw the art, saw the bundles, and felt the pull. It wasn't just a cool cosmetic. It came with a message: this is limited, and when it's gone, it's gone. That one detail changed everything. The FOMO hit fast. Players scrambled to buy them before the timer ran out. People stayed up late, asked friends for help, and checked their wallets twice. When the window closed, that was it. No rerun. No, maybe next year. If you missed Mag and Frost, you missed them forever. And that decision shaped the culture around heirlooms. It turned them from simple skins into trophies. They became proof that you were there at that exact time in Warframe's history. You can still feel it today. Some players wear Mag and Frost like a medal. They show them off in relays. They drop screenshots. They don't have to say a word. Everyone just knows. And for the people who missed out, it stings. That's the power of heirlooms. It's not only about fashion, it's about the memory tied to it. Then, DE pushed forward with Ember. Ember's heirloom felt special the moment you saw it. The shape language was clean and elegant. The glow accents felt alive. It kept Ember's core identity, but took it a step higher. The result looked like royal armor for a fire dancer. It wasn't loud. It was classy. People who main Ember were thrilled. People who didn't still wanted it because it looked that good. Valkyr followed, and the hype turned up again. Valkyr has always been raw and feral, and the heirloom captured that energy. It kept the claws and rage, but wrapped them in a more refined, collectible look. The armor lines were sharp. The silhouette was strong and aggressive. Even if you hadn't used Valkyr in years, you logged in just to see it on your screen. That's the mark of a great design. It makes you want to play the frame again. And now the spotlight moves to Vauban, the trap master, the engineer. He's not usually the flashiest pick, but the heirloom concept changed that. He looks like a high-end tech operator, straight out of a Cyberpunk 2077 crew. People have started calling him a choom for a reason. The design has that polished, neon future vibe. It's a bold direction for Vauban, and it works. It gives him character you can feel from a distance. That's what heirlooms do at their best. They give a frame a story you can see. Before we jump into the wild fan concepts, quick note. I put all the links to the fan concept art in the description below. Please check them out or share them on your social media if you like the designs. One thing DE does is recognize fan creations, and there's always a chance they might use these heirloom concepts in the future. So please show your support to the artists by visiting their links. It's not only DE carrying this hype, the community is adding fuel every day with fan concepts. Some of these ideas are wild in the best way. Take Saren, for example. Fans draw her like a toxic queen. They lean into plague themes, but make it beautiful and regal. Flowing shapes, fine detail, sharp spines that look like sculpted vines. It screams danger and elegance at the same time. Then there's Volt. Fans love turning his lightning into armor. The best concepts look like lightning captured in glass. Thin, bright lines run through sleek plates. The energy looks caged and controlled, but ready to burst. It takes Volt's speed fantasy and makes it visible from every angle. Dagoth fan designs go all in on the Gothic theme. Heavy plates, carved motifs, and a cold, knightly frame. Think of a Death Rider who never left the saddle. The faceplates look grim and noble. The cape shapes feel like smoke and shadow. It's dark, but not messy. It's tight and powerful. Mesa fan concepts are just as strong. People picture her as a true gunslinger monarch. Wide brim hat, tailored chest piece, holster details, and gold trim on everything. The pistols look like heirlooms by themselves. Each one feels custom-built and sacred. The lines are clean. The stance is confident. When you see designs like these, you get why players ask DE to make them real. All those fan pieces do something important. They show that heirlooms are bigger than a shop bundle. They're a whole creative lane for Warframe. The community imagines, sketches, and refines. DE picks a direction and builds a final look. Together, both sides push the style forward. But there's one frame that sits above the rest in the hype list. The one that people keep asking for. Excalibur. He's the poster boy. He's on the trailers. He's the first frame for a lot of players. An Excalibur Heirloom would be the crown jewel of the whole collection. If any frame deserves a skin with the word heirloom, it's the one named after the Sword of Kings. So, let's dream a little and picture how that could look. Start with the base silhouette. Keep Excalibur's athletic shape and clean lines. Now layer in armor that feels royal but not heavy. Think of engraved plates along the chest and shoulders. Think of energy seams that look like runes carved in light. The helmet keeps his classic shape but gains a subtle crest. Not a big crown, just a mark of rank, like a knight's badge. Colors should feel timeless. White, slate, and metallics that don't scream. Give players a strong default, but let the palette breathe, because fashion frame matters. Add one bold accent color that makes the energy stand out. That way, any color scheme still looks like Excalibur and not a totally different frame. Now the details that sell it as an heirloom. Special attachments that fit his style. A shoulder plate that looks like a blade guard. A siandana that hangs like a sword sling. Maybe even a V-shaped chest filigree that nods to the exalted blade. Nothing bulky, nothing that fights the agile stance. Just pieces that whisper, "This is the one." Animations can carry a lot of weight here too. Excalibur is about sword skill and focus. His noble animation set could add a calm, centered idol, hand on the hilt position, head slightly tilted like he's reading the room. The agile set could show fluid footwork, like a fencer warming up. Subtle energy sparks along the forearm when he shifts. Little things go a long way. Ability visuals would tie the set together. Exalted Blade could manifest with a distinct filigree pattern along the energy blade. Not louder, just more refined. A soft pulse on cast. A clear edge shape on swings. For Slash Dash, a faint trail that matches the armor's rune lines. For Radial Blind, a bloom that feels like light hitting steel. It should look mastercrafted without hurting performance or readability. The bundle can go even deeper. A signature skin for Skana or a longsword would be perfect. Thin guard, clean spine, etched lines that glow on heavy attacks. A holster animation where the blade locks into a back mount with a quick sound cue. Add a sigil that matches the rune style. Add an emote where Excalibur plants the blade, kneels for a second, then draws it out with a bright spark. It's simple, but iconic. Now think about what happens when these drops. People who stop playing Excalibur dust him off. New players who were saving plat finally spend it. Screenshots fill social feeds. Fashion frame videos hit your feed for weeks. Clans do group shots and relays. And yes, the old debate starts again. Should heirlooms return? But that conversation only proves the point. These skins create moments. They mark a time and place in Warframe's life. Excalibur's heirloom would also carry a unique weight. He's the face of the game, so the bar is higher. It has to respect his history. It has to feel modern. It has to be something you want to wear a year from now. That's why the design should resist trends. Go classic, go noble, go clean. Make it feel like a legend you can equip. So where do we go from here? If DE keeps the bar this high, we're looking at a long runway. They can go elemental with Saren. They can go speed and thunder with Volt. They can double down on Western royalty with Mesa. They can expand the Gothic lane with Dagoth. And when the time is right, they can crown the series with Excalibur and let the community go wild. That's why players are loud right now. It's not just hype for hype's sake. It's the feeling that we're collecting pieces of Warframe's story. We don't know the full list yet. We don't know the order. But the journey is fun, and the results have been worth it so far. If you've watched this far, you already know what I'm going to say next. Excalibur as an heirloom is inevitable, and when it lands, it won't just be another skin. It'll be the one that sets the standard for everything after it. The one that makes even non-spenders think twice. The one that makes fashion frame videos explode for a month straight. The one people will still talk about years later. So yeah, Warframe fans are going crazy, and they want more. Honestly, same. The heirloom train is moving, and it's not slowing down. Mag and Frost started the legend. Ember and Valkyr kept it shining. Vauban is about to flip expectations. The fans keep dreaming bigger, and Excalibur is waiting at the end of the road, holding the blade that started it all.